Hey everyone, thank you so much for coming back and clicking yet another video, and welcome if you're new. My name is Taddy G and this channel is all about me taking you guys along for the journey with me as I build this clothing brand. Happy New Year. I hope everybody had a lovely Christmas and a lovely New Year at home. Well, not everybody that watches this channel is actually in the UK. I feel like I do have quite a lot of people from America watching this channel as well, so Happy New Year and Merry Christmas to you guys as well. I just want to give a special welcome to the 300 odd new subscribers that I've gained since I posted my last video. I just want to welcome you guys. Hi, welcome to the party. So a lot of time has passed since my failed fabric fair, but I have been getting up to quite a lot ever since then, trying to source different fabrics from different places. And I was racking my brain trying to work out how exactly am I going to film this video in the best possible way, because I was supposed to be like filming as I was going along, you know, as the fabric deliveries were coming, but like actually putting on like some sort of makeup just to film like 2 seconds of my day, it's just not a really productive use of my time. I guess I just have to get to that point where, you know, I'm happy to walk up on here with no makeup. I will get to that point at some point, but yo. So I thought the best way for me to actually film this video is to do like an update and go through everything that I've been doing so far and talk to you about the point that I am at the moment. So at the beginning of my fabric journey, I actually went on that forsource.com website that I suggested in my how to find a manufacturer video. I will link that video up here or up here. I still don't know which side it appears. I will link it in the description as well for you to go and watch that video of how to find a manufacturer. And I will also link the ForSource website in this description so that you can go on there and have a look at the website that I used to find this particular manufacturer who first helped me when it was time to actually source some fabrics. Even though I didn't actually end up going with them, but they would have been a great use to me anyway. And to be honest, the reason why I didn't actually end up going with them was down to them, but I'm going to get into that. So I went onto the ForSource website and I messaged a bunch of manufacturers telling them exactly what kind of fabric that I needed. And not every single manufacturer is going to get back to you, but the ones that do are the ones that I then end up taking their email address and then actually taking the conversation into emails and discussing with them exactly what it is that I need and then getting some sort of progress. I was speaking with this woman who runs a factory in China and she sent me a bunch of fabric samples, and I was pleasantly surprised with like the way she sent me these fabrics. Like I was like, what? Is this how it works? Anyway, all of them are behind me here. She sent me these fabrics and I was like, wow, like I felt proper professional when I got these fabric swatches. This is how they came. So they came on these cards with all like the different colors that you can get with them. So I'm assuming she actually went to different fabric companies in China and sourced the best kind of fabric to match my criteria and my price point. So I'm gonna start off by talking about the cotton fabric she sent me. So it's from a company called How Knitting, and bear that in mind if you're ever looking for fabrics in China. Look out for a company called How Knitting because that's the company she sent me. And I believe these are 230 GSM, which is perfect for the weight of the t-shirt that I am looking for. So she sent me that and I was really happy with those. But like I said, this was the first company that I had approached, and you should never just go with your first company, because when I then started comparing the prices with other companies, which I will go through in a second, you will see that this wouldn't have been the best company to go for in terms of price point. She also sent me some cotton drill fabric, and these are the cotton drill fabrics, and I was really happy with these and I was really happy with the colors. It actually made me consider expanding my color palette. So at the same time as sourcing the fabrics from ForSource, from the manufacturer I found on ForSource, I was also exploring other avenues, and I came across this website called Swatch on. So at first I didn't really trust it because I kept on seeing it being advertised on Instagram, and I was like, like, I don't know, when it comes to like manufacturing and fabrics and stuff, I don't necessarily like to trust things that I see popping up on my feed all the time. But I don't know, something just made me say, okay, let me just try it out. So I registered for Swatch on. I will link Swatch on in the description below if you haven't heard of it. It's like this massive company. I believe they're based in Korea. South Korea. I believe they're based in South Korea, and they manufacture loads and loads of different fabrics. And recently they sent me an email where they say they actually print on fabrics now, which is amazing. So if anybody is ever looking for printing on fabrics or just different kinds of fabrics, then definitely try swatchon.com. I feel like it's a really good website. I did get some fabrics from them, and these swatches were completely free. With the lady from the Four Source website, I had to just pay for the shipping of these swatch booklets. But with Swatch On, I actually didn't have to pay anything to receive these swatches. When you first register on Swatch On, I don't know whether it's for all people that register on Swatch On. I don't know whether I was lucky, but I assume it is. You get like these free swatch bundles. I believe it's like 25 free swatch bundles that you can get. And from that, I've got all these swatches so far. I believe I've still got maybe 6 free swatch bundles that I can get. By swatch is just literally like a cutout of the potential fabric that you want to get. Each of the little individual swatch bundles come in like one of these little paper bags, and then they come in this box, and yeah, there's no plastic at all. I went crazy on the Swatch On website and I ordered a lot. I'm just going to show you which ones I ordered. This one is a cotton fleece fabric, and it's really like thick. I believe this one was like 500 GSM, and this one was, well, it's priced in dollars on here, which I guess is useful for my American watchers. But this, for example, was $13.57 per yard, and you get a surcharge like if you don't order more than 50 yards. But if you're making something, you are likely to order more than 50 yards, and you do have to pay for shipping. I got the cotton drill fabric, so this is 100% cotton drill fabric. Again, it's got the amazing colors through it, and this was $7.75 per yard. I'm not sponsored by them, by the way, guys. I actually found them off my own back. This is ribbon, so you know when you're creating like a tracksuit top, for example, your cuff is usually made from a rib fabric, and this is a rib fabric, and this is $8 per yard. This is the actual French terry fabric, and I believe this was 430 GSM, which is around about the thickness that I want. I want it to be a little bit more. I don't mind it if it's a little bit less, but this was $12, guys, $12 per yard. Then I also got some cotton fabrics for my t-shirt. So this one, which is 100% cotton, was $8.85 per yard, and then this one, which has got 4% elastic, I believe, was $6.70 per yard. And as I mentioned, if you don't order more than 50 yards of the fabric from this website, you get a surcharge. So for example, the surcharge on this fabric is $9.27, whereas if you order more than 50 yards, it's $6.70. Just to put that into perspective. I got the tracksuit fabric, so the polyester fabric, which I actually was struggling to find anywhere else. And this is actually the fabric that I was like, okay, cool, this is the fabric that I'm gonna go with. And I went ahead and ordered, I think it was like 5 meters or 5 yards of it. So I was surcharged, but I ordered 5 yards of it to get some samples made. And unfortunately, when it came, it wasn't the same shade of navy blue that I expected it to be. So I wanted it to be this kind of navy blue, but it came a much lighter shade of navy blue. They do warn you on the little bit of paper that you get when you get your fabrics that, you know, everything is dyed at different times, so your bulk order might not be necessarily the exact same shade as the ones that you receive in the swatches, but mine was just really different, and I just was not happy with that. So that was Swatch On. I did have a relatively good experience with them, so definitely check them out. Definitely try and get your 25 free swatch bundles. Explore it. It'll probably be really beneficial for you guys. And also for those that have no idea about fabrics and stuff, it is a really helpful website, and I feel like they're very helpful with the kind of fabrics that you want to get, because I remember when I first actually got into contact with them, I emailed them exactly what kind of fabrics that I am looking for, and they sent me suggestions of the fabrics to look at, and then I ordered the swatch bundles. bundles, and then I started getting an idea of what kind of fabrics I am actually looking for. So it's really good for those that are not really experienced in fabric sourcing and don't really know what kind of fabrics that they want. So do try it out. Even if you don't end up ordering your bulk from there, you still get an idea of what fabric is good for what. Anyway, moving swiftly on. This video is gonna be long, you know. Wow. Sorry guys. Oh, I forgot to mention the delivery time on the Swatch On is really good as well. For the UK anyway, I feel like they come in less than a week. So I thought I would mention that as well. Sorry if any of my lighting or anything has changed. My camera decided to die on me, and usually I'm on job. But anyway, let's get back into what I was talking about. So as you guys probably know, I am from the UK, which meant that I was very keen on trying to find some UK manufacturers of fabric, and from this I actually came across 3 companies in the UK. Like I said, I will link everything in the description box that I can link, so be sure to check out my description box because that's going to be packed with links and information about things that I've spoken about in this video. So I came across 3 companies. One's called Ven Fabrics, the other's called Neo Trims, and the other one is called Calico Lane, I believe. So from Calico I ordered 3 swatches, and these are the swatches that I ordered, and I just wanted to make sure that I was going for the type of fabric that I liked the most. These have got £1 in difference in terms of price between them. So one is £5.99, one is £6.99, and one is £7.99. We're actually probably going to go with the £6.99 fabric. The swatches, to get the swatches, you pay £1, they're £1 each, and I believe shipping is free. So I also went ahead and actually emailed the contact on the website to see whether I can get a further discount, and they actually said that I can make a trade account, which means that I can get a percentage discount on orders over a certain amount of money. I can't remember specifically what the terms and conditions are of my discount, but you know, it's a discount nonetheless. So that's one piece of advice that I would give anybody. Don't always go with the first price that people give you or the first price you see, even if it is a website and you think that that's going to be the final website. Do always try and email them and see whether you can get some sort of deal. The worst they can do is say no, and I did manage to get a small little discount from this Calico website. So again, I will link it down below. So the next company I came across was Ven Fabrics. Now I had known about Ven Fabrics in the past. It had been suggested to me before, but I never actually ordered any samples for them or anything like that. And it's funny because I was actually on the Let's Make It Here website emailing a bunch of different manufacturers to see whether they can help me source some fabrics, and it was actually somebody that I contacted from that website that suggested that I look at Ven Fabrics, which I had of course heard of before. Anyway, I spoke to them on the phone and they sent me the fabric swatches I'm about to show you. Their fabric swatches are not similar to the ones that I had been receiving because they are quite small, but you are still able to see like what it is that it is. So I did get the French terry cotton from them as well, which is this one here. So I got it in the black and in the natural color, and I did also get a really nice t-shirt fabric from them as well, which they said is really popular amongst people in the streetwear industry, and I am very likely to go with their cotton. So that's Ven Fabrics. Do make sure you check them out. And along with Ven Fabrics, I found this company on Etsy called Neo Trims. I believe they're on eBay as well, but I don't think they actually have their own website. And from them I got some French terry cotton as well, and it's 190 GSM. The one from Ven Fabrics is 180 GSM, but the one from Neo Trims is a little bit weighty. Is a little bit weightier. These are the fabric swatches that I got from Neo Trims. Again, it is that French terry cotton, or loop back, which it's otherwise known as. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, it has those little rings at the back there. So that's what I mean by French terry, or loop back as it otherwise is known. This fabric, I won't lie to you guys, it is quite expensive. So when I saw it on Etsy, I believe it's like £13 per meter, like super pricey. But like I said, don't don't always go with the first price. I did go ahead and email them and said, yo, I twanged them. Like, it's all about the lingo you use, the language you use with these people. I was like, I'm a small startup company, which I am. I'm based in the UK, and I really want to keep everything within the UK. I want to support UK businesses, especially with the manufacturing industry in the UK. It's not that big, and if I can support it as best I can, we can support each other and try and grow as an industry, and that would be a great thing. Is there anything you can do for me on the price? And you know, you got to finesse your words sometimes, and they pretty much almost halved the price of the price that was listed for this fabric. But unfortunately, I'm actually not going to go with this fabric anyway. But like I said, always try and twang yourself a better price. Don't always go with that same price they give you, because most of the time these companies are always willing to reduce their prices slightly within reason. So Neo Trims, I will again link them in the description. So at this point, I was happy with the Vend fabrics, and I was like gonna go with them, and all that was left was sourcing the fabrics for my polyester tracksuits and sourcing my silk. So I turned to my Italian manufacturer to help me source the fabrics for my polyester tracksuits, and to also help me source the fabrics for my silk. Bit pricey, as you can imagine. They sent me loads of swatches of a polyester. I just basically had to select one from these, and some of them are different weights, some of them are different, what do you call it, formulation. Like some of them is like got like more nylon, some of it's got more elastine, like it's got different specs. The one that we decided to go for was this one, and it's so soft, guys. So soft, so thick, so black. It's perfect. And we're also gonna have it manufactured so that it's the perfect shade of navy blue. If any of you know me, you will know that my favorite color is navy blue, and I've got the perfect shade of navy blue that I like. So we are gonna have it specially dyed so that it's the perfect shade of navy blue for our tracksuit. And I'm just really happy that they managed to find this, and they managed to source this and send it to us. So from Italy as well, we received different types of silks, which were really expensive to say the least. I'm not even gonna lie, these fabrics are really expensive. They sent different types of silk, and I was also doing some research about silk and how to check whether it's actually 100% silk and it's authentic. And basically you do a burn test, and I've done a burn test on this fabric, and it behaved in the way that silk is meant to behave when it's 100% silk. So I was really happy. We are not going to go with the silk fabric from Italy because it is just a little bit outside our price range. When I say outside our price range, guys, I'm not even joking. It's like 40 euros per meter, which I think is just a little bit too much for us. I did then take the plunge and go on to Alibaba. Alibaba for me is not so much of a scary place anymore. So I came across this silk weaver. I've just tried to look for the silk we received from the company on Alibaba, but I can't actually find it. But I will insert a clip of when I first got it and how happy I was, because I actually posted it on my Instagram page. Just got my silk swatches. I am so happy with them. They are 100% mulberry silk, the highest grade. Guys, that silk is just so beautiful. It's so lustrous. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. Hopefully, like, when I show that clip, you'll be able to see how amazing and how beautiful that silk is. And I can't wait to show you guys what we end up making using that silk. But we are definitely going to go with that company that we found on Alibaba. We are using 100% mulberry silk, which is specialized in China anyway. So we are getting the best of the best silk fabric. Because I was so happy with the tracksuit fabric that I was sent from Italy, I did then ask them whether they had a French terry fabric that we could use as well, and they did send us some French terry fabric, which is going to be the last fabric that I'm showing you guys. And guys, this fabric that they have in Italy, it's so much softer than the one that I found here. Sorry guys, that's the fabric that we're gonna go for. And that's pretty much where I'm at with my fabrics. So I know this video is super long, but I hope you've managed to get some sort of value back from this video and you've seen my whole process of sourcing fabrics. It's taken ages. I've been doing this since September and we're now in January, and I've almost just got to the end of sourcing all the fabrics. Thank you guys so much for coming back, watching this video. I'm wishing you guys a happy new year. I hope you fulfill everything that you intend on fulfilling this year. Those projects that you started in the first lockdown, I hope that you're gonna materialize it in this lockdown. I hope to see you guys in my very next video. Thank you, bye.